Yeah. Wow, moshing potatoes. First sub of the day. I'd like to give you a proper bow and an arigato gozaimasu. We're docking. But yeah, they were performing rolling blackouts. I'm not sure. Maybe to see what it's like when the power goes out. Probably some shit that I don't understand. It's beyond my understanding. But yeah, really good to see you guys here on this incredible Friday. We made it through an entire week. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good. What was the most for the fuck of it thing you've ever done? Got drunk in Austria and threw snowballs off the roof. 6 stories up and probably almost died when I shouldn't have been doing that. It's good to see you all here. We got through an entire week. Woo! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't get emotionally attached. Yes, I will be live on Saturday as well. Every week feels like 2 days when you suffer. Poo Tracker, a message not about poo. Ever knows how Cyr needs a Celsius just to talk to us? Hey, I used to be on Vyvanse and Celsius. Now I'm just on Celsius. I'm raw dog in reality now. Feeling great, cuh. Will I be live on the 6th of April, 2043? If I'm not dead, maybe. Talk shit about somebody? Why Ted Cruz got to leave like that? I did 4 hours of podcast yesterday. After a nice, beautiful stream, we did some RP yesterday. We played some games that were niching out. And that's what this week was about. This week was about me doing what I wanted to do. But making sure I went live at the right time to do what I wanted to do. Next week, we plan some more dynamic content. You love Ted Cruz and Mission Impossible? Yeah, I was on the Punching Down podcast. It's raining outside, but it's 65 degrees. When's this cold front coming in? Anybody know? My goal today is to only have 1 sub throughout the entire stream. That will be a record. Downer's eating good on Monday. Is that when it's going to come out? You stocked up on toilet paper and produce? I mean, I got toilet paper. I don't know why everyone's obsessed with shitting over a 2-day ice storm. Anybody know what's up with that? The obsession over shitting in a 2-day ice storm? How much people be shitting? Like, why when people freak out do they start buying toilet paper? Yeah, I just fill up my bathtub and I drink that stuff. And then toilet paper? Just use your hands and wash your hands. All right? Mr. Adam, you're ruining my 1 sub a day thing. Thank you, Mr. Adam. That's what you're supposed to do? Fill a tub with water? Yeah. Use it for the toilet. In case everything gets fucked. Use it for the toilet, huh? Did you notice how many subs you got during an hour of RP? It was a lot of fun. We had some fun. Yee Binks, you're ruining my 1 hour, my 1 sub during the stream thing. Thank you for the 25 months. I want to switch my sub alerts back to my balls. How do we do that? My balls. My balls. Today I feel a little bit more compressed. Not sad. I'm not sad. I just feel a lot more. I feel chill today. We got through the fucking week, huh? Oh yeah, I need your parasocial analysis on me today, guys. Do I seem a little distant? Oh, the MXC sub alerts? Oh, those were great. What did you learn about yourself when the power was out? That it's the best time to hang out with people because, you know, everyone's trying to save their phone battery, and I like that. Emotions come and go. Definitely chill. All types are good. You want me to roleplay a wholesome character next? I don't know if I got that dog in me. I think I may have angered Cyr yesterday about being parasocial. I'm so angry. Notepad track, haha. Yep. Ha ha ha. Yeah, go get the notepad jokes out, guys. Never heard it yet. Never heard that in the last 24 hours. You parted your hair slightly more to the right. Everything's okay. I'm on a manic episode. I'm going manic. I see a broken man trying to work his last year before retiring. You think I'm ready to retire? You think I'm ready to retire? I ain't ready to retire. You think I can do that? You're stuck in Ohio? You're stuck on Ohio? We're the same age, only just getting started. I'll tell you why I'm not going to retire, because I want to spend I want to work at a small market in a different country. That's what I want to do. Let's see your best YouTube intro. Hey gamers, today we're going to be digging into some of the best games that 2026 has to offer. Let's get into it. What's this almost level 2 hype train come from? You guys are going against my wishes. No, I don't hate you guys. I actually have one of the coolest communities out there. You guys are funny. You're handsome. You're smart and intelligent. You guys work qualified jobs. You come in with 5 gifted subs. Dero Fivin coming in with 5 gifted subs like that. Why no magnets on the front of the fridge? Because the front of the fridge doesn't work with magnets. I thought you would have known that. I work in the septic service. I don't know if it's wonderful, but it's fun. What's the most fun about working in the septic service? Magnets. How do they work? Whoa, you didn't like those sockets? I got you, man. You ready? Suck it. Does that feel worth the 5? I got to remember that when some people come in with the gifted subs, they want those sockets. Most don't care, but some want it. What's the median age of this chat? 29. In between the late 30s and the mid 20s, I'm going to say 29. I'd say that's median age. Saxophone's being annoying in the song. I'm switching it. Two things. One thing I can't stand. Annoying saxophone and annoying saxophone. North Texas is raining. It's going to freeze for 4 days and we're all going to die, bro. You're not going to die. We've all known about this. We've known about this for a while, actually. Just get a couple blankets, get some water, get some canned food. Pray to your gods, and everything's going to be okay. The good thing about a freeze is that you can never run out of food. You just buy more frozen food and put it outside. The outside is your freezer. The outside is your free freezer. Unless you live in an apartment, then I'm sorry. Dear Roof Ivan, I'd like to thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Mr. Adam, I appreciate you. Yee Binks, I appreciate you. Moshing Potatoes, I appreciate you. Appreciate any of the community and any of the new viewers in here. Welcome. You won't regret it. We're looking at high octane content today. So everybody just take a deep breath and understand everything's going to be all right. Everything is going to see all right, guys. We got Durf in the back. Worthy of 20 gifted subs. It was great. Great way to start that week. J-Kin gifting 1,000 subscriptions to the community. That's incredible. I love you, but I still think something's gonna... I can't help but think he's got something going on we don't know about. You know, some mornings you wake up and you're just kind of like a little bit slower than usual. Some of the earlier days, I was like high octane. Some days I wake up and I'm just chill. Like I'm just chilling. Like I actually have chill. Usually I have zero chill, but I got big chill today. So I'd like to thank you guys for starting the stream off with a beautiful level 2 hype train and making me feel good. Miss your Adderall dose? No. Oh, level 3 hype train. No. I don't miss Vyvanse. I don't miss Adderall. I actually feel like I kind of got out of an addiction. Not saying that it's not good for people who truly, truly need it. I actually do need it. But the thing is, it destroyed my personality too much and made me emotionally volatile. Not in a manic episode kind of way, but just in a, I didn't know how I was going to feel that day. I'm a little bit more consistent. And motivation on average is down. Executive functioning is down, but I've been creating systems to be more efficient. I've been planning schedules around streaming so that way I can go live at the same time every day. Yes, I'm here to admit that meth made me unstable. I'm 185 days sober from alcohol. It's good for your health. Who knew? Oh, I hope you're feeling good. Hold on. Do you guys mind if I stretch real quick? Oh. What's the plan? You know, it's Friday. I think once again, I'm going to kind of do what I want to do. Which was the theme of this week. Do what I want to do. Or in the McDonald's lingo, I think it was have it your way. Or was that Burger King? That was Burger King? Who wanted me to have it my way?
It has been 27 months. Cyr, you're my favorite CUH.
Emerald Llama, you're my favorite. You're my favorite 27-month sub right now. I thought I'd let you know. My favorite 27-month sub. Dude, you're getting Adele. It was Burger King. Actually, alcohol has an autoimmune system effect that the ethanol gets eaten by blood cells, converting them to white blood cells, and then the white blood cells work as a swordsman blood to destroy viruses and bacteria. So what you're saying is that I need to just continue drinking? You ever going to do any D&D projects? D&D requires a lot of commitment. And I don't know if I got that dog in me right now. I don't know if I'm looking for that type of relationship right now. John Solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. How come my low energy days attract more subs? I don't know if you guys remember my alt channel streams. They were like this. Me just, some days I'm just like this. You know? Kenshi win? Dude, Kenshi's one of those games that when I think about it, puts me in such a dopamine. Like, it's one of those games that when I think about it, it makes me feel good. You know? Nick got you sick? No. I've said it. Are you going to survive when the power goes out? Won't be able to goon on your iPad? I don't goon. I read the Bible aggressively, and I get horny thinking about going to heaven. That's what I do. And that should be good enough. And sick, I think we should meet tomorrow. I will be playing sponsored PUBG tomorrow at 5 p.m. I think. I need to assemble a team of 4 people. I'm trying to find my team. PUBG, ask Forzen. Cyr needs some will enough time to raise the spirits. No, I need you all to understand. I am in no way depressed right now. I am strangely, incredibly chill. Like, I feel like I smoked weed, but I didn't. I slept really well. I don't know why. I don't know. Some days I just wake up and that's the mood. That's the mood today. I actually big chill is the best way I can describe it. Like, I'm chilled the fuck out today. But yeah, come back, Zach. I'll tell you what. Me and Will, we love to go get that salsa. I'm gonna get that salsa. Going too close to the sun. You guys have been very kind to me this week. You know I'm not good at expressing an unironic gratitude, but it's been a really cool week, and you guys have been pretty supportive of me going live at 11 every day, showing up, making me feel good, joking with me, being parasocial in the way that I want you to. We've adapted to your personality disorder. You know, I've had so many evaluations trying to look for an answer of why I am the way that I am. And I got no answers except for the fact that I just have executive functioning disorder. Like, I have an inability and you know what? I think too much. That's another thing. You could put the most basic puzzle in front of me and I will overcomplicate it. Because my brain is like, it dismisses all simple solutions first. If that's the best way I can describe how my brain works. It dismisses all simple solutions and overcomplicates everything. I realized this when I played the first time I ever played Portal, that these puzzles were so much more simple. And in my head, my brain goes into a hyper defense mode where it assumes that nothing can be that simple. And so I eliminate all simple options. And I navigate my entire life like that. Thinking about all the gray space in between instead of black and white, when I wish I kind of thought a little bit more black and white. I add too much. I assume there's too much nuance to everything. When in some cases, there's not. Sometimes it's just simple. But I don't No, 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 no. I actually don't think that that's I don't think that that's a trait of intelligence, particularly. It would be intelligent for me to be able to solve the problem and be able to apply logic. Instead, I overthink the logic, and I don't think that that's intelligent. It would be intelligent for me to solve the problem. But yes, I do overcomplicate everything. I overanalyze everything. I don't know where that came from. Okay, I used to overly simplify things when I was a kid. And then eventually, I think I had a wake-up call in young adulthood where I realized things weren't that simple. And it put my brain into a perma-defense mode, realizing there's so much nuance to everything in life. And nothing is actually purely simple in real life for the most part. Well, when it comes to problem solving or video games, I feel like I've been permanently damaged. Because I apply too much. I apply too much when it doesn't always need that much. You're right. You guys have seen me try and solve puzzles that are simple. And you guys are like, what? What? It's right. The door is literally right there. But in my head, I'm like, door's right there. What's going on over here and what's going on over here? Because there's no way that's just door. You know what I mean? And I see chest over there, and it's probably assumed that chest is key door, but there's no way that that's just that. I have to see everything else first. I have to evaluate everything. The solution is already established in my head, but I can never believe that it's that simple, if that makes sense. And then I apply that to everything. But that does not benefit me, and it's never benefited me. That brain has never benefited me. It's only made me slower. So what do I do? What's a man to do? Smoking weed does turn... That's the thing, though. Smoking weed and drinking eliminates all of that fluff gray space. So me solving a problem after a glass of wine or after a spliff or a joint, you're going to get that version of me. So what do I do? How I tried working against it by doing the first thing that your brain says you should, that would be too easy. Yeah, I have to actually start teaching my brain to kind of like go with my primary instinct. And I've learned to kind of, I've trained myself to go against my first instinct. Assuming that my first instinct is going to be typically wrong, or what are the odds of my first instinct being right? Right? So that's me overcomplicating something simple. Squigs. Thank you, Squigs. Start with the naive solution. Exactly. But why am I 36 and just having to rechange my brain again? I'm only just now learning how to really plan a schedule properly and apply systems to my life. To be fair, I had been on Vyvanse and Adderall for the last 7 years, so it made everything I was doing feel productive when it may not have been productive. So now I'm back, but I have to apply systems. Yeah, I cold turkeyed that shit. Not even joking. Success isn't always productive. My anxiety about streaming has gone down significantly since I've jumped on a schedule. It's been great. I have no more streaming anxiety. Despite, the environment, the streaming environment changing. I'm not worried. It feels good. It feels like I've had a productive week. I'm feeling good. You can rewire your brain anytime. Wow, Dorox, you're such a genius, man. Is life awesome for you when you just hyper categorize everything without knowing everything all the time? Is that going well for you? Has it brought you success in your life? I'd love for you to check in a year or two from now and see how it's working for you. Mushrooms help? Damn, let's take some mushroom. I've never done mushrooms. Ooh, this is comfortable putting my arm around the microphone like this. World of Warcraft brought you success in life? Did microdosing shrooms really do much for anybody? Yes, you became schizo. I don't want to fuck with anything, right? I don't want to fuck with anything in my brain. I'm afraid that like something will switch in my brain and I'll never be able to go back. I'm kind of happy right now. The other thing is I'm incredibly emotionally sensitive. I wish I could turn that off. It's easy for something to ruin my mood. In what ways? If somebody that I care about is upset with me, like that will affect me tremendously. Things like that, you know. Somebody I don't know yelling at me doesn't affect me, for example, right? So, like, I can't get upset at somebody I don't know, like, yell. Like, if somebody at a shopping mall was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of the fucking way. That doesn't affect me. No, I'm not on SSRIs. I can't watch movie scenes that remind me of traumatizing things in my life. Or songs that remind me of traumatizing things. I used to be able to. But as I get older, there's more things that I have to eliminate. Or that like affect me. So, but what it's done is it taught me what I like and what I don't like. I like that. Yeah, I go to therapy. It's pretty well. It goes pretty well, actually. It's actually helped me plan my stream schedule. What character are you playing right now? This is baseline Cyr. Very, very, very baseline Cyr. This is me waking up and being alive Cyr. Neutral. I'm neutral right now. Very neutral. I feel chill. I also feel I feel a little sleepy too, if I'm being honest. I'm drinking energy, but it's just one of those days. One of the best things I've learned to do is just accept that some days you just feel a certain way. Doesn't mean anything's particularly wrong. You know, ja feel. Does the cold make us sleepy? I mean, it's not cold outside. It's like 65 degrees. Where do you get that fence with the vines behind you? You can get it on Amazon. Super cheap. I literally think it's like $15 or something. You ever witnessed supernatural shit in your life? No, not really. Idiots becoming famous are the closest thing to supernatural that I've witnessed. It's literally the only thing where I'm like, I don't understand. There's no explanation. As far as anything like ghosts or anomalies, there's always an explanation that I usually find out. I would like to see a goat float. You ever seen a goat float? Black Phillip. Black Phillip. Can you give us a 5-second Forrest Gump impression? Dude, I feel like you're the kind of person who will gift a sub if I do that. I was running. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Lieutenant Dan. Because you told me to, drill sergeant. That's what I'm talking about, guys. See, that's business. That's quick business right there. That's quick business. Jenny. That's fucking quick business, cuh. I don't think Jenny was all bad. She was definitely fucked up, but hurt people is what that movie's all about. She kept trying to distance herself from Forrest because she knew that she was kind of abusing him and using him. And I think that she took a good initiative to do that. The real bad guy was her father, the true villain of that movie. What a great fucking movie, man. What a great fucking movie. You know, I would rather cringe millennial dads than like abusive alcoholic post-war dads, you know? I'm okay with that. Cringe Star Wars obsessed millennial and Gen X dads. I'm all for that. I love that. Those are my people. Don't get me wrong, they're still drunk alcoholic post-war in that generation, but it was a lot more common. A lot more common. I mean, growing up, most of the adults that I knew have been abused by an alcoholic dad and a mom who was just like miserable and was probably also abused. Like, it was so common. So common. Arcane Cultist, thank you. Every time I get upset, I visit this channel to calm me down. Sorry. Did I calm you down? W alcoholic dad for creating people with character. Yeah, before no fault divorce. Yeah, people just had to deal with it. But God, so stay with the abuse. Am I right? Anyways, we don't need to talk about drunk abusive dads. Ever notice how Cyr's leg shakes when he drinks Celsius? Yeah, that shit's kicking in, cuh. It starts from the foot up. Basically is what happens. Another good thing is, though, since I've stopped taking Vyvanse and Adderall, I have a lot, my extremities go numb a lot less. It also made me not hungry ever. Yeah, I was tweaking. Your heart doesn't think you're dying anymore? God damn, dude. Ugh. It really does feel like I got out of a wild relationship when I think about getting off of Vyvanse and Adderall. Here coming plus size Cyr? No. I smash cardio at the gym too much. I still have my bad vices. I mean, I'll be completely honest. I drink a lot less than I used to, but I still drink often. I won't lie about that. Not get fucked up drunk. I still have a cigarette every now and then. But outside of that, I lead a pretty healthy life, healthy and active. I don't consume highly processed food at all. I'm guilty of it every now and then. But not like Midwest lifestyle kind of like consuming. You know what I mean? Were you able to get drunk when you were on the meds? Well, the issue was when I was taking Vyvanse and Adderall, I would pretty much have to. I didn't have to. That's a lie. But I felt like I needed to drink every single night to come down off of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to chill. There was zero chill, man. And that's just not good. It's not good at all. I was just so highly sensitive to it. Nate the Great. Yeah, it wasn't good. And I knew that there was such an unsustainable lifestyle. I basically had to tell myself I was literally abusing drugs to get through, to deal with my own like emotional issues, right? And I was aware of it. I was like, this isn't forever. This is right now. You know? So if I could take a Vyvanse and not get addicted to it. But if I did take it, I would definitely be taking it because it's a drug, not a medication. For me. I'm not saying it's not a medication for other people because it does help a lot of people. It probably just wasn't the right medication for me, honestly. But I will tell you, man, when you take Vyvanse or Adderall and it just kicks it into gear. And I think about it often. I'm just like, I think today I'm going to do some cable management and take a Vyvanse, and it would be an incredible feeling. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and it'd be so fun. Listening to some fucking drum and bass on Adderall, fucking doing cable management. But like sober me. No, not so. I mean, me not on that is more like I could be listening to calming music and I might work at a slower pace. And I'm kind of a little bit more, it's a little bit more of a mindful experience. So like I could do it. It might take twice as long, not even necessarily because I'm getting distracted, but just because it's a lot more like, you know, a lot more peaceful of an experience as opposed to like if I took Adderall and was doing cable management, it's like, it'd be like, time crunch, hyperfixate, go over here, hyperfixate on this shit. Oh shit, I'm going to get that. Order this on Amazon. Everything sounds like a good idea and everything feels like a good idea. I tend to hyperfixate on tech. When I was on Adderall, I would just sit there and I'd be like, oh, I want to buy this thing. I need to buy this little stupid thing. So I'm chilling now. You're going to go fuck with people on GTA again? Yeah. You know, I don't know. I rolled into stream today without a plan. I didn't have a plan for this week. My only objective was to make sure I go live at the same time every day. That was my only objective. I wasn't overly ambitious because I didn't want to fuck with anything. I didn't want to, you know, I wanted to make sure I was here. That was my goal. Stream. Be there. Figure it out. You know? Hey, and it's working. It was great. Yeah, I've seen Subway takes. It's really funny. Yeah, doing like today the weather's really nice. I wanted to take you guys out for a drive today, but I don't know. No, I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to do that. As much as I would love to. I just don't have the setup for it right now. Go show them the super long lines at HEB. You know what's crazy? Everyone spams HEB. But Central Market on average, if you buy a lot of the same things, is the same price as HEB. And Central Market wasn't being spammed like HEB was. It's actually pretty wild. HEB is our main grocery store here in Texas. Also, you go to like a specialty market, like a Korean market, Indian market, Mexican market. They're not getting spammed. You like go there, they're like, yo, we got tortilla chips. Woo! We got rice. Woo! Central Market's branding is upscale, yes. You can buy upscale stuff there, but if you buy the basics, produce, and a lot of their frozen products, you could spend about exactly the same money. People have done a lot of comparisons on it. So I came to the conclusion it's the type of people that shop at H-E-B that are the ones that spam buying toilet paper and water. That's my conclusion. Fiesta was chilling. H-Mart, chilling. What's up with that? Like, what is up with that, man? Yeah, I think Central Market is owned by H-E-B. It's just another brand for hipsters to go to. I mean, to be fair, Central Market is a fucking... There's so much good... If you want specialty items, you can get them at Central Market. But they also do have basic items there. Central Market's a great place to go for produce. It's not overpriced. It's not overpriced produce. They got a wide selection of meat options. If you're looking for specialty meat options, they have that as well. But they also have prepackaged meat as well. I sound like I'm fucking advertising for them. Yeah, it does sound like an ad. Sponsored by Central Market. It's like a light rain outside. I'll actually say the weather outside is my favorite right now. It's what, 60 degrees, 65 degrees with a light fog and a light rain. Let's see. Okay. So the weather right now is 65 degrees. It's cloudy. It's got a light rain. When are you moving to Germany? Hook me up with a visa, huh? Anybody own a major corporation in a European country? Take me on as a consultant. You don't have to pay me. Just visa me. We'll be good to go. Just marry another cuh? If you take a gambling contract, in a lot of cases, you can live in another country, depending on the gambling contract you take. Yeah, I'll just find like an Italian gambling contract, guys. Apologize aggressively to you, but then just be chilling in Italy. No going EU. Can't wait for Cyr coin. Wubby's renting a place in Oregon. Yeah, PNW is beautiful. I would love to be up in PNW. There's a lot of countries that offer digital nomad visas. You would probably qualify for. I'll fucking take it. Even if it's a small country that is less desirable, I'll take that shit. Lord Boogie Blue, thank you for the 5. Liechtenstein? Dude, I'll take Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein's pretty beautiful, huh? Isn't it just like one family out there? Isn't it just the royal family out there? That's about it. You can get a golden visa in Greece for 250K. Damn. What do you do with that? Estonia is a big digital nomad. Everyone I met from Estonia has been pretty cool. How am I? I'm pretty good, Louisa Jones 23. How are you? I can't feel my allergies getting a little wild. I do mind. I'm fucking chill today. By the way, do you have a backup power supply for your PC? I heard those are good to have in the States. No, I live life on the edge. I want everything to fry when the power goes out. I got a little one. Golden passports allow wealthy individuals to buy citizenship into foreign countries in exchange for significant financial contributions. Basically, pay to win citizenship. I don't know if I'm at that level yet. I don't know if I'm at that level. I think I got to stay on schedule first. Spagooder, dude. Yo, dude, spagooder, dude. Don't get me wrong. If I was like a phase member or I had like fucking 13K subs on average, was pulling Omega cash sponsorships, you bet your ass I would have golden visa. It'd be one of the first things I'd do. I know, yeah, I know phase is dead, but you know what I'm talking about. We don't need a, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about one of those banging popular streamers where cash comes easy. I'm still out here at the low end strip club. You know what I mean? I'm Kathy. I come out, I'm one of the 8 p.m. girls. I like streamers that don't break my eardrums. You shouldn't watch me play games then. I had a colleague from Minnesota, asked him if he wanted to go back to the U.S. with having felt how Sweden was. He looked at me and casually said no. Where is it? Is it Sweden or Norway? Or where is it where like prisons like we're actually going to rehabilitate you? And like you live a kick-ass life. Like you're a murderer? We're going to turn you not into a murderer. You're a murderer? No more. We're going to force you to read books and do community service. No more murder. It'd be so sick to have a good system going on. I think a lot of people have been cheated out of a good life due to a lack of infrastructure and good systems, functioning systems. I'm sorry if you feel fucked over. I got a little lucky, but I was 30 years old by the time I got lucky. So I'd already been chewed up and spat out a little bit. But I can only imagine taking that into the 30s would also be kind of rough. Wow, what intellectual conversations we're having. How do you guys feel about world and society? What would I do with a time machine? I would exploit the fuck out of it. I mean, I would definitely go back in the past and fucking... It'd be so easy to cheat the system back then. I mean, especially if you study the history of fraud and finance. There's so much you could do before they would be unaware of what's even happening. But not fraud to people, fraud for corporations, right? Fucking over banks and stuff. I'd open up a sick account, like around I don't know, like 1918 or some shit like that. A juiced up account. I think that'd be sick. Hell, I mean, when did high yield savings account even, when did that start? I would just crack one of those bad boys open, play it simple, have myself paid out a decent amount each month or each year, annually. Just live it up a little bit. Help as many people as I can. Ooh, shit. I like that one. Can you cast a spell to make it warm, please? Oh, all gods, please make it warm. Oh, all gods, make it warm. I think it's happening anyways. The weather spikes don't really... don't be fooled by the weather spikes. The moment you gain from time travel, you're in paradox since you wouldn't need to time travel to gain that because you already have that. No, you're right. You're right. Could the changes be quantified is the real question. How are they quantified? Would it happen suddenly and then I never would have time traveled and I would have just been a successful person? You know? You could create an alternate timeline. It's a new timeline. Well, how do we know? Both exist? I mean, how are we so sure? Isn't this still theoretical? Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Didn't Einstein hate quantum... Didn't Einstein hate quantum mechanics because he couldn't believe it? He couldn't understand how to calculate it? Some shit like that? He was like, no. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go back to what can directly be calculated. He didn't like probability instead of empiricism. It wasn't that he couldn't calculate it. They abused his research and made an atom bomb. That's what humans do. I mean, the first thing that happens whenever there's a fucking new invention, people immediately, even me as an American, my brain immediately gravitates towards, imagine if you weaponized that. Isn't that crazy? Or is that just human? Imagine what Einstein could have done with today's technology. I mean, the real question is, I mean, you don't know if you would have thrived in this modern society. You really don't know. Would it apply? Would it, it's hard to tell. Some people are just meant to be in the time that they are. Because lack of the circumstances kind of create a person that works simultaneously with the kind of mind that they have. The nature-nurture combo creates the perfect circumstance, I think. So I think in a lot of cases, if you were to take people out of their timeline, you wouldn't get the same result. I could be wrong, but there might be consistency over the course of time, over a long enough timeline, if that could be calculated, but there's no way to really calculate that. So I'm just going to assume I'm right. Fuck off. Uh-oh, how's that for theories? Oh. Like Nikola Tesla? I don't know if he would have thrived in a modern world. I mean, he did kind of even fail to thrive in his own time period. But I don't know if the internet would have been healthy for him. If I'm being honest, I think Nikola Tesla would have been a hyper-intelligent man who the world would have done him wrong sooner. And I think he would have a cult following, and he would be the type of person who writes in all caps on Twitter. That's honestly what I think he would have been. Like he would have a tweet that's like, that would be a Nikola Tesla tweet at like 3 a.m. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I think he'd just be schizo posting. But in a world where he's surrounded by people that are generally less educated, yeah, they're going to think he was crazy back then. But people on average didn't have immediate access to debunk things. So idiots could actually get away, not saying he's an idiot, but your average person, if they were convincing enough or schizo enough, people might have a reason to believe them, because all it took was a powerful speaker for people to follow. Now we can immediately fact check things. We can say, well, it doesn't really line up. Like, I'm just a normal guy, but even I can look up and I can fact check that. Large vape boy, 42 months. There was a time where bullshitting was a thing, right? And like, we still bullshit, but there was a time where you could be drinking beer with a boy and you're like, with your boy, and you're like, I think that over in Germany, they like, I don't know, I think they throw rocks at women when they do this. If they like reverse a car onto blah, blah, and they're like, really? That sounds fucked up. And they're like, yeah. Like, damn. And then they both drink their beer, and they would just both assume that maybe he was right, because that sounds crazy, and crazy was more interesting, when it wasn't true at all. But now it'd be like, really? No, dude. I don't know. That's a different country. That's not that, man. And there you go. Illusion's ruined. But word of mouth, anything, if it was interesting enough or if it was convincing enough, The world was so mysterious because, you know, it was in most cases easier to not argue because people wouldn't know, they wouldn't care about details. And doing your own research was a lot more difficult. You'd have to actually go out of your way. You'd have to go to a library and open up books and put effort and time into researching things. So if you were qualified at something, people had more reason to really believe you. But now we know that there's doctors that are idiots. We know that there's a financial guy who's a fucking idiot. We know that there's a lawyer who's a fucking idiot. And being qualified doesn't necessarily make you a know-it-all. People can just be checked now. You know? Crazy shit, guy. You're not cool. Yeah, I am. I think I am. I think I'm cool enough. I do. I think I'm cool enough. I don't think I'm the coolest, but I think I'm cool enough. Ooh, this is pretty chill, but that saxophone's pissing me off a little bit. This isn't Cyr. Where's Cyr at? Why do people always say that? Why do people come in and say that? What does that mean? Is that a bot? Please, if you're a bot and you have the technology to understand what I'm saying, type 1. The mustache has to go if you want to be more cool. Why would I take your advice on being cool when my life is kick ass and I'm surrounded by fucking dope people? And like, I have a great support system. Like, I drive the car I want to drive. This is not a flex. I'm just saying, why would I take your advice? What do you have? I would love to know why. What I'm saying is I just appreciate what I have. Ooh, see, this bass is a little too much bass for me. A little too much bass. But to be fair, it's non-intrusive music that's really fitting the way I feel right now, I'd say. You know what's crazy? Just because I drive the car that I want to drive right now doesn't mean that I'm always going to be able to do that. Anything could happen. I'm not emotionally attached to this run, basically. That's one thing I've learned from playing roguelikes. So I'm enjoying this run right now. Run's going pretty decent. No. The 1 hour Cyr background jazz track. Can you tell I don't give a fuck today? Like, but I just got snail mail concert tickets. Didn't Ticketmaster kill ticket culture? I don't go to shows, so I don't really understand that. You seem like you just got done with a weak coke bender. There's a nonchalance about you today. Yeah. I'm nonchalant today. That's how I feel. I'm not even joking. I feel like I've been sedated today. And I slept well. I really did. In fact, I drank an entire Celsius and I still feel baseline. But the way that I feel right now, I wish I always felt. I don't know what it is. There must be a chemical imbalance or something. But I literally do feel like I took a Xanax or something, but I didn't. Unless someone popped one in my fucking coffee earlier today. I did have a coffee at a coffee shop, so maybe someone's like, yo, this guy's on edge. But I'm not. I'm chill. Yo, I'm nonch right now, guys. I'm just chilling, man. It's because you're sleeping on your stomach. I actually don't sleep on my stomach. I do everything to prevent acid reflux these days. I sleep slightly. I sleep slightly elevated. I am a back sleeper. I'm not even joking. I sleep like a vampire. I could lay down on this wood floor like this, flat, and I could fall asleep within 7 minutes. I'm not even joking. I can just shut my brain up. My brain just shuts off. It's actually pretty scary. A lot of people have told me when I have friends over and I'm like chilling on the couch late at night, I fall asleep mid-sentence. I'm not even joking. So if I were to describe how my brain is, it's awake, 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 awake. And then it just like, I don't know what that is, but it's just been like that. It's been like that forever. No, it's like being narcoleptic, but except for when I'm like in a chill environment. I don't know what it is, man. My brain just shuts off. I can nap whenever I want. I could drink a coffee and nap. I could nap in the back of... I've napped in the back of a fucking truck before with no padding. It's just wild. It's wild. You could blast metal music and I will fucking sleep. Real question, why is taking a nap so much easier than going to sleep? That's a good question. I think it's because for some people, the pressure of needing to sleep is a lot more intense than the pressure of taking a nap, knowing you're going to be up soon. When you're like, fuck, I need to sleep. I have to sleep. Fuck, it's already 1 and I've got to wake up in 5 hours. That's pressure that makes it. So for example, I sleep really well in any environment that's not my bed. So if I stay over at a friend's house and I crash on the couch, I know I'm going to get a good sleep. If I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed and I shower and I lay down in my own bed, I might not fall asleep as easily. Ask John Bernthal about naps. Yeah, he hates naps. He doesn't take naps. I'm a baby bitch boy who needs naps. We're now going to move on to our segment where you have to gift subs in order to stay on, continue watching the stream, guys. So, dude, wait, hold on. Does this work? I want to see if this works. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Your stream is important to us. Stand by. Oh, little bitch boy needs naps. Yo, dear Ruvithan. And I know you like the suckets, so I'm going to give you really good suckets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, motherfucker. Yeah. Here's having a Tyler Durden moment. He never sleeps. Oh, excuse me. Can I get a gifted if I make a good joke? I got a good joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Your mom at my door. I like looking at that, honestly. Bada bing, bada boom, motherfucker. Bada bing, boom. Xylon, thank you. Wow. I hope you guys know I appreciate you. So what do we want to do? It's been an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, it's like you guys are having a nice little sit with me. Xylon, whoa. Gifting a sub to your mom, and your dad. See, that's money. That's money right there. Oh, wait, I like this jammer. This is nice. Yo, Mauser gifting a sub to War Awakens. Is there something I need to know? So do I play a game that would be good for the stream today, or do I play a game that would be bad for the stream and would be selfish, but I would enjoy it? A bit of both. Bro, stream is fun when you're enjoying it. What are good and what are bad games? What's the difference? Well, I mean games that are good for the stream. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like view farming, like shit like that. Like, if I really didn't give a fuck, I would sit there and play Ball X Pit all day. Kyle! Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, motherfucker. Now, there is also Mind Mogul, which is incredibly fucking addicting. I love Mind Mogul, man. I was getting rich. Do agree for 45 minutes until you lose your mind. Fuck that game. Shiv 2? Yo, that shit's fun. Chivalry is fun, but the people that play that game are so locked in and so nerdy. Like, it's the only people that play Chivalry are people who play Chivalry. It's unlikely I'm going to encounter casual fighters. They're all going to be like, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You know what I mean? They're too good at it. There's no casual player. Ooh, Half Sword is a lot of fun. You love watching me die? There was a big influx of new players because of the free weekend. Ship players are fun at release, same as Mordhau. Isn't Mordhau is like super, super, super fucking learning curve. Like the people that play Mordhau are only people who play Mordhau. Half Sword is releasing on January 30th. What do you mean is releasing? I played it already. You mean 1 is coming out? Is 1.0 coming out? Half Sword. Oh, it's a tech demo. I see. Shiv is definitely... I mean, I played Shiv, I actually think that I played Shiv with Summit. Man, I miss playing games with that guy. God, he was so fucking fun because he's just the balance of silly and sweat. You know? And when we would have so much fun, I feel like that's why we complimented each other so well when we were doing stuff. But sometimes I'd piss him off. God damn, Cyr. Pay attention. Golly, this guy. He got really mad at me on Sea of Thieves once. Bro, come on, brother man. This doofus. So fun. DayZ. God, DayZ was fun. DayZ was a lot of fun. But a lot of commitment for a run in that game. I want a DayZ that's like a roguelike. I've really been thinking about, like, I could really make a good roguelike game. I've really been thinking about that. That'd be sick. I was thinking of a roguelike that starts at a lower frame rate and it's like real shitty. And as you upgrade the frame rate. And it allows you to fucking be more accurate. So then you're like fucking high and you're like fucking things up and the graphics tighten up more. Anti-aliasing gets better. Like all the graphics just get fucking better. Oh, it exists? Okay, never mind. Some dude made that. All right. Okay. I'll go fuck myself then. Never mind. What is it? Let's play it. Let's see if it's exactly what I said it was. If the frame rate goes up, graphics get better, get sharper, it's literally that, then what is it? It's FPS though? So then it's not the game. I said roguelike. So it doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to yell at you. Every game's a roguelike if you don't save. You fucking... Hey, you're right. You are right. You're fucking... You're onto something there. I love it. I mean, I realize, guys, that's my big passion. I really love the Vampire Survivor type roguelikes. I find those to be really, really addicting. I'll say Lort was fun, but I hardly got any dopamine from that one. I didn't feel like I was spamming damage. I think I need to play a little bit more to feel like I'm spamming damage in that game. But it didn't feel like any of my upgrades were really like hitting hard, if that makes sense. Whereas like, if you're playing Vampire Survivors or you're playing Magic Craft or like, you know, Ball X Pit, you get an upgrade and you're like, oh yeah. Oh, Deep Rock, like you're like, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I'm melting now. I like it when I feel like I'm melting. I like it when I feel like I can't be fucking touched. I love that shit. I realize it. I think it might be one of my favorite genres. And it's good because it's like competitive against myself. I like that shit. Skyrim does that. Yo, is there like a mod for Skyrim that turns that into a roguelike? And I know any game is a roguelike if you don't save. But I'm talking about like, imagine this. Imagine a Skyrim mod where when you kill a mob, you get 3 options. One is like, you start out raw. You get +5 speed or +5 damage or +5 magicka. You know what I mean? Something like that. And you play the entire game. You do an entire run through like that. The goal is to get to the boss as fast as possible so the stats scale a lot faster. You know what I mean? Starting from the beginning, that'd be so sick. That'd be so dope. Oh, roguelikes are when you lose everything each run. Roguelite is when you maintain your upgrades. But wouldn't that be sick? Wouldn't that be pretty dope? So Mega Bonk to me is like perfect. I love Mega Bonk. Dude, that'd be so sick. Play Hightail. I don't really have interest in playing Hightail because a lot of people are saying that it falls flat after a certain point. And I want to wait for it to develop more. I don't like playing something to be disappointed. Or that's why also same reason I don't like to play demos. I don't get emotionally attached to runs, but I get emotionally attached to games. And if I can't continue playing or getting as much as I want out of a game, then it makes me happy. Makes me sad, sorry. Is this the game you were talking about, Ka? FPS Quest? Okay. Let me check it out. Oh, fuck. It's not out? This shit pisses me off. Rest for the Wicked. It's funny because Steam just advertised that to me. In this game, you pay with your FPS and have to lower virtual settings. Oh, my friend was telling me about this. Fuck. God damn it. Dude, I thought of this idea a couple days ago. Not having seen this. Oh my God. I don't like how the assets look at all. Not happy with it. We're not happy with the assets. It looks like dark and darker. That's pretty funny though, I will say. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, I eat my words a little bit. That's pretty funny. I think it's a pretty cool concept. Error FPS. Listen, as many ideas that I have for games, it's unrealistic I would ever develop one because I don't have the resources and it takes so much time and resources. It's unlikely, ever. That's pretty cool. I'd say that's a pretty cool concept. I like that shit. I like a little bit of, you know, fourth wall breaking shit right there.